my next guest because she's a small-town girl who made it big. She has accomplished her dreams of having a garden and her very own home while inspiring others to never give up. Please welcome, a long time coming, Tabitha Brown. When I tell you, literally, I have been waiting for the day for you to say yes, and you said yes and showed up.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Tabitha. So, girl, look at you with your, and I love, you got your accent. You are from Eden, North Carolina.
Eden, North Carolina, yes.
So, like, everybody, now, it's funny because everybody knows who you are. Is that a surreal feeling?
It is very crazy to me. It is surreal. Especially, I think a lot of it happened during the pandemic, right?
Yes.
It was happening prior to that, but it really took off during the pandemic. And I was home for like a year and a half. I wasn't going nowhere. Mm-hmm. So I thought when I did go somewhere that it was normal, and then people was stopping me in the grocery store like, oh, girl, what you buying? should I get this? And I was like, how do these people know who I am? But I've been in the house, so, and now it's like, oh, my Lord, people really be knowing.
You know,
it blows me away.
This is so funny because I remember watching you on Facebook when you would, and what I loved is you had such a great sense of humor, making like vegan food.
Honey, cooking live on Facebook.
Cooking live. And I was like, I don't know what you're cooking, but I love this woman right here. And so now a lot of the world knows you from the viral videos. Yeah. Did you ever think you'd become like a whole TikTok mom?
Never. Girl, listen, my daughter kept telling me, because I've been on Facebook for a couple of years, and Instagram, I think I had like 500,000 followers on Facebook. Right. And in 2020, my daughter was like, Mama, you need to get on TikTok. I was like, girl, on TikTok? Them kids on there dancing, I don't got no business on there. She was like, no, you could be like the TikTok mom. And I was like, oh, girl, I don't know about that. And so she just kept pushing me. She was like, you could do your cooking videos, you could do your inspirational videos. And I was like, all right, let me just see. And then I got on there. I pretty much went viral the first week. And then after the first month, right, that's what I said. That first month I had 1 million followers. A week later I had 2 million and just kept growing. And I was
goodness.
I said, the kids must like me on there.
So now you're up to like, it's over 10 million.
On all my social media, yeah, it's just continuing to grow. It's just amazing. Blows my mind.
You know what blows my mind? Is I remember you talking because you have such a love for your husband. And you guys have been married for how long?
19 years together for 24 years. Yeah. Ooh, ain't he fine?
He is so fine.
That's my baby.
Okay, you said it, I was thinking it, but you said he is so fine, your husband.
Fine, yeah, he is.
I love it because you love him so much, and you were so happy that you were able to retire him.
Oh, yes.
What did that mean for you? Why was it so important to retire your husband?
Honey, it was part of our plan, right? And when we first moved to LA, the plan was, I said, babe, give me 5 years. I'm about to blow up out here, okay? To blow up out here, okay? And it took me 15. But when when we got there, he said, okay, I got to find a real job that has benefits and a salary big enough to where you can have your odd and end job, but you can really pursue your dream.
Right.
And so he became a police officer. And so he did that, and he loved it. He thought that he could make a difference in the community.
Yeah.
And so getting in there, I saw the stress that it really, it took a toll on him, especially with all the things that started happening in the world. Right. And when you start to realize that you one person, you feel like you can't do what you thought you could, it just made me want to go even harder. And when I got to that place, I was like, it's time. Now you can pursue your dreams, because he loves children. Yes. He loves basketball, and he has a nonprofit, and he teaches children life skills through basketball.
Oh, my God. Yeah. It was such a, and I remember seeing it was so heartfelt, and it made me cry. And one of the things I just love about you, because you're very, very vocal about you being your authentic self. You always talk about that. Is that what inspired your YouTube series?
Oh, Tab Time? Tab Time. Yeah, my children's show. So, listen, Tab Time happened. Yes, I love the kids. But I was in prayer. You know, I pray every morning, and then for a couple of years, I kept hearing God speak to me and say, heal the world. Oh. And I was like, well, Lord, I'm one person. How am I going to heal the world? And I kept, praying on it. And then one day I heard him say it starts with children. And so I told my team a couple of years ago, I was like, I think I need to get a children's show. Because I had this idea, if I had a children's show, I could teach children how to love themselves, how to love each other, how to see each other despite our differences, how to learn together, right? And have fun together. And I thought if those children grow up to be adults, they'll want to love each other, they'll want to, have compassion for each other, and they'll help heal each other.
And that's where
So that was where it started. I don't know if it's going to work until about 20 more years when the kids grow up. But that's my hope, that it helps heal the world. But I just love kids, and I just think that the more love we show them, the more fun that we have with them, despite all of our differences, honey, the world would just be a better place.
Absolutely. Now, this is what I love, because I can't wait to try some of the recipes. Cooking from the Spirit. Can you tell us about this? Cooking from the Spirit.
Well, girl, this is my first cookbook, okay? Yes. So, Cooking from the Spirit is a completely vegan, plant-based cookbook. Okay, come on, some in the house. Okay, very good. I've been vegan, of course, for 5 years. It changed my life. I was sick for a year and a half. Doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong with me, which is why I went vegan. And so I always tell people I didn't go vegan because I ain't like how non-vegan food tasted, okay? I'm from the South, right? And so I like those traditional tastes that I grew up with.
Yeah.
And so when I first went vegan, I was trying to figure out, how do I make all my non-vegan things vegan? And so all of my videos that I would do and cook live, I created these recipes, but I never, ever had measurements, because that ain't how I cook. I just trust my spirit.
Right.
And so people would be like, Tab, I need you to put that in the cookbook, because I can't follow along because you ain't doing no measurements and things. So over the years, I started working on a cookbook, and then I finally did it. So this is really to help people trust themselves in the kitchen, give them a guide, and also just if they're curious, if they want to try something new, there you go. It's not anything to make people feel forced. It's really to have fun, but learn to trust yourself in the kitchen.
Tabitha, I don't know if you know this. I don't know if they told you this, but I wake up every morning to you because you're on my calm meditations. So every morning you get me into my spirit that I'm supposed to be in to do this show. Really? It's always you going, hello, how you doing?
I did not know
so that is your voice that gets me together so I can get everybody else together. So thank you.
Thank you,
Tabitha Brown.
I had no idea.
Yes. I just want to say I'm so thankful that you came, and I hope that you keep coming over here to the Sherri Show, because I love you that much. Tabitha's book, Cooking from the Spirit, is available now in studio audience. Guess what? You're